So if you happen to be looking for an audio DAC specifically for gaming and streaming, it just so happens that I've got one right here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Soundblaster GC7 from Creative. Make sure you stick around for this one, it might just surprise you. What's up guys, welcome back to Tech It Easy. So what on earth is an audio DAC? Well, an audio DAC takes digital data and turns it into an analog signal. In simple terms, it should make things sound a little bit better. That's not all though. One thing that audio DACs do give you is control, and the GC7 from Creative definitely gives you a lot of that. You can control your volume with the dial on the left, then in the center you can press the buttons such as bass, then turn the center dial to increase or decrease that option. It also has options for surround sound and treble. Then your dial on the right hand side is your mixer, very handy when gaming or streaming as you can easily increase or decrease the volume of your game audio and your voice. Now, I've mentioned gaming and streaming, and I think it's pretty obvious that the Soundblaster GC7 is geared towards gamers and streamers alike. I mean, it really does look the part, and it's even got RGB, sort of. You can actually customize the colors and reassign the buttons at the bottom, but this is where I have a slight issue. The software. It's just not doing it for me. It felt a bit slow and janky, and to be honest, I wasn't really understanding why I needed two different apps for the GC7. It would be really nice to see it all in one singular app. But hey, it's not the end of the world, it is what it is and it all works. So moving on, let's talk about what holes the Soundblaster GC7 has to shove things in. That's connections to you. So we have optical in and out, AUX, USB, then at the front for convenience, you have a microphone hole and AUX again. So you can just pop your headphones in there and it's really nice and easy. Pretty much all you'd ever need and more for a PC setup, and this is where the GC7 is really quite brilliant. It actually works for your PS4, PS5 and even your Nintendo Switch. How cool is that? Now, I guess the question you all want to know the answer to, aside from how bright is the RGB, is does it actually make any difference to your sound? And well, that depends on a lot of factors really. For example, the headphones or speakers you'll be using them with, and even the playback device. Personally, I haven't noticed a huge difference, but I have noticed something. I feel that there's a certain clarity to everything now that I didn't quite have before. It's more apparent when using my headphones, but yeah, it is there, and I do appreciate it. For me, there's two areas where the GC7 has stood out to me. First and foremost, gaming. Games do sound better. The scout modes are awesome, and I really felt that things had been elevated to the next level. Going hand in hand with this is the second point, which is the convenience of having this quick push of a button control at your fingertips, without having to go into a mixer app, for example, which if you want to fine tune things, you can still do, but having this on my desk just feels a lot more convenient, to be honest with you, and I do prefer it. Now, there is of course the SXFI mode too, which as I mentioned earlier, unfortunately you will need a second app for, but it does do a pretty cool thing where it'll actually map the shape of your ears and tailor the sound to your hearing. It's a very unique feature in my opinion. You can also use the SXFI button on the GC7 to switch to the battle mode, which not only allows you to hear the direction of which gunshots are coming from, but actually gives you a sense of distance too. It really is a jaw-dropping experience and something that I personally haven't come across before in my gaming experience. I mean, it's no surprise really, as Creative did really make their mark in the audio industry with their sound cards for PC. I always say it in my Creative videos, Creative make excellent value for money, sound to pound products. It's the perfect balance between usability and quality in my opinion, and I think that shines through in my other Creative reviews. So the Soundblaster GC7 has been an absolute delight to review today. If you're looking to up your streaming game, it will serve as a particularly handy tool. The 4 fully customizable buttons offer some quick shortcuts to the tools you need. Music has got you covered. The incorporation of SXFI technology and the various different equalizer settings will contribute to a fantastic musical experience. Gaming, same goes. The presets as well as the SXFI battle mode not only elevate and immerse your gaming experience, but actually have several practical uses that can come in handy on the battlefield and might actually give you an edge over other people. So yeah, really the Soundblaster GC7 from Creative is absolutely awesome. What I would like to see in the future though is one singular app for everything you need for the GC7 and the SXFI technology, just to make life a little bit easier and less complicated. I also wouldn't mind some more premium materials being using, maybe a little bit of metal. I don't know how that would work out. I wasn't blown away with the build quality, but I also wasn't disappointed. It sort of sits somewhere in the middle, and yeah, I think for the price, it's pretty spot on. The dials don't feel cheap by any means, but they could do with a little bit of a sprucing up. Either way, that was a quick look at the Soundblaster GC7. Do make sure you're subscribed to the channel, check out the Discord link in the description, and also check out our other channel, TZ's Top 5. There will be a link down below to subscribe. The launch date is June the 4th, so make sure you're there for that. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.